Two blondes walked into a bar.
Hi.
Hey, girl, hey.
Welcome to episode 9.
Episode 9.
Two blondes walked into a bar.
Boom, boom. Oh my gosh, hey, girl. So
what was that?
I don't know. I don't really. Boom, boom.
Should I give a little vroom vroom too? Right back at you? I don't know.
I don't really know what that was. Let's just forget it ever happened.
I don't know if I can now. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I'm like honestly trying to remember what I did. I mean, a lot of it involved clean eating because you know me. I'm really trying to get back on track, and it's really hard, especially during the holidays, because you just have like shit like looking at you in the face, and you're like, I want it so bad.
Yeah, and you
eating,
literally are picking the hardest time. So if you can be successful right now,
yes,
then
I know
the rest of the year should be easy, or 2021 should be easy.
Yeah, let's hope. But other than that, just like kind of vegged out and watched some Christmas movies. How about you?
It was good. Have you ever watched my lives, or did you watch the lives when last week when I had the guy from LinkedIn send me a message?
Yes.
My Piper Lou Daddy that I was trying to get.
Yes.
Well, I should not have opened that door because now he doesn't stop messaging me.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Stage 5 LinkedIn clinger.
Kinda, yeah. So he's really feeling like his ability to attend to me, which was his creepy way of like, I don't know, wanting to do me. I don't know if that's what it was. Is like, he keeps going with that attending to me. So he sent me a message actually yesterday morning, and I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
I just thought I would say hello to you and good morning. I hope all is going well for you. I have good thoughts about you, lovely. And sorry I could not implement them. We're not done yet, though.
Okay.
It would have been mutually beneficial, I assure you. Now,
and this guy does not have a picture, right? Like,
there's
we can't
no
let it
picture.
slide if he's like somewhat good looking. Okay.
I mean, maybe I would love to know what he looks like, but
he's probably not if there's no picture.
His name has changed 5 times, though. It was John Smith, then it was John Evans, then it was Jim Evans, and now it's Jack Smith.
I think your next message to him should straight up be like, I would love to be attended to. However,
lovely.
I don't know your real name.
Lovely.
Yeah. Ugh. That is so.
I just can't even how creepy it is.
Just be careful you don't get murdered, Annie.
I'll try not to.
Okay, try not to get murdered. But that's so weird that he keeps changing his name.
So gross.
So weird.
Okay, so we can go from like a super creepy guy to a super funny guy. Shall we do like a little transition since we both kind of had boring weekends?
Yes, I am like fangirling so hard. I'm so excited.
You?
Okay, you know my obsession with TikTok, and both you and I have had to understand TikTok because of our jobs.
Yes.
And on my For You page, Michael Burke pops up all the time. He is quite possibly one of the funniest human beings. So I'm so excited to have him on the podcast right now.
So okay, give me a little backstory about him, like what you know about him before we go over to him. Why are you fangirling so hard?
Well,
what is it about him that you love so much?
So Michael was one of the first people I followed on TikTok, and he was one of the first people that popped on my For You page. And then I feel like kind of a proud mama because I can't remember how many followers he was at when I followed him. I mean, it was like a good amount, but not what he is now. And I just feel like I've seen his success grow. And even though he doesn't know me from a hole in the wall,
but you're his mama.
I'm low-key his mom, and I'm just really proud of him. So, you know, and I messaged him on a whim, just being like, hey, would you want to be on this podcast? Thinking like, oh, there's no way he's going to see my message. And he's been so sweet via just DMing. So I just can't even imagine what he's going to be like. And when we have him on just a couple minutes here.
All right. Well, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Look.
Michael, I'm obsessed obsessed. It is so cute.
I literally, when you asked me which one I wanted to have, and I saw Not My Monkeys, Not My Circus, I learned it 3 days prior to that.
Oh my gosh.
So you're like, that's the one. That's it. No question.
Not my monkeys, not my circus. That's all I'm saying. I've said it like a million times.
I love it. What's your beverage of choice in your tumbler today? Are we doing
right now? It's water. I just had coffee, so now I'm chasing it with some water.
I love yes. I also have my coffee like always, and then I have my water in my sweater weather tumbler.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Well, Michael, let me do a proper introduction. Okay, so for those listeners who are listening on Spotify or watching this on YouTube, Facebook, all the things, this is Michael Burke, TikTok extravaganza extraordinaire. I'm like, I'm beaming. Like, I'm so excited. I'm obsessed with you. I'm obsessed with Michael. I'm obsessed with him.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
So the fact that you're on our
Paper Loop
podcast,
literally geeking out a little bit right now, for sure.
Thank you for having me. I'm just an Italian boy from New York. That's it.
There you go. Because you pop in and out of a New York accent on your TikTok. So you don't actually stay with it the whole time. So sometimes it's really, really solid. And then other times it's not there at all. And I'm like, is he from New York or is he just really good at a New York accent?
That's like, because New Yorkers are like diehard. So I get comments or like even DMs of being like, wait, are you really from New York? Like I can like read the attitude. And I'm just like, yes, I am. My mom's from the Bronx. I was like, I was raised in Westchester. So a little outside of New York City, which I know is like, people forget that New York has the rest of New York.
Isn't Westchester like the highfalutin area?
Westchester. Yeah, it is. I'm from like the northern part of it.
Okay.
So like I'm more humble, a little bit more. Like I went to a public school.
Okay. All right. Thought that Westchester area was the highfalutin part. I'm like, oh, we got someone who's kind of rich. It is.
That's where there's like Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds like live like 30 minutes in the town from me.
Okay, so we're already name dropping? Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. I'll tell you where they get ice cream.
Oh, okay, good to know.
So, Michael, are you still in the New York area, or have you?
No, so since my parents have retired to North Carolina, so now I don't even have a home base. Like in the middle of the pandemic, like April, like they were like, we're still moving. We're still going to do it. And I was like, okay, I was in LA for the past 5 years, like doing comedy, like doing my thing and just kind of like enjoying performing in stages. And then when March hit, I was a server comedian. That's like the combo until you like can start making money from comedy. But so I was doing that. And then my restaurant closed and all the stages closed. And then I was like, all right, like this is not going to be a fun year. I was like, everything I came to LA for is not here. I was like, so I'm just going to kind of like pack everything up and go on a hiatus and just like hang out with my parents who just moved to like where we vacation. So I was like, great, I'll be by the beach all summer, thinking it would be like maybe this summer and then go back. And then I was like, all right, I guess it's going to be the whole year.
Yeah.
Michael, can we just have a moment? Because I live in Los Angeles. Annie's in Florida, but I live in LA. I've been here for about 10 years, but I'm having the same issue. I'm like, do I need to be here anymore?
Yeah,
like, what am I doing?
It's wild. And then there was also, I left right before the fires. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. My plan was to come back at some point, which it's still my plan, but it's looking like next year, and who knows what time, what month.
Right. Well, the funny connection to all of it is that our company is actually located in North Carolina. So we're all like, it's like,
we always get connected back to North Carolina.
Kindred.
Yes. So fun. Okay. So you have done improv, comedy. You were just saying you've been out here in LA. So did you jump on the TikTok train when it was like cool for millennials to do it? Like, and that's kind of what started that?
Pretty much, though it didn't feel cool when because it was like March, I think, when everyone kind of started joining, because they were like, well, we have every single day off this month. We might as well like figure out what TikTok is. And that was like in the comedy community, especially like my peers who are all like millennials as well. We were like, do we figure out TikTok? Do they even want us? Like we thought we were going to get like excommunicated immediately, but we needed an outlet for comedy, so we started doing it. But I would say it was within the wave of like millennials going to TikTok, which was like March-ish.
Can I say, like, when Megan sent me your TikTok, I went through it and I watched like a whole shit ton of them, because you start watching one and all of a sudden you're like 47
that's TikTok.
videos later and you're like, oh, I've got other things I have to do. And there were two that actually totally caught my attention and made me laugh. The first one was like, what's your trauma? Like, you can't be hot and funny at the same time. So what's your trauma? And I was like, Megan and I are both fucking funny and we're both hot. So I know we all know what my trauma is. I think her trauma was being on America's Funniest Home Videos, and mine was like, all sorts of real trauma, but like, we're both funny and hot, but it's funny because it's true that,
exactly.
Yeah.
You just have to know there's something else. It's like, there's a reason why everyone's funny, whether it's like, for me, it was like, I was in the closet. So I was like, if we're laughing, we're not worried about my sexuality. We're just having a good time. Don't worry about it.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, because one of my favorite TikToks that you do it's like a bit, but you do the sleepovers. And one of them was in your comments, it said like, based on true events. It was like you like kind of coming out at your 13-year-old sleepover party. And it took a turn, because it was like, oh, wait, you're asking to date me?
Yeah. Literally based on true events. That's that, because it was either because I was just friends with girls my whole life, still am. And if you're friends, in that like middle school, like 8th grade, 9th grade area, it's when like everything starts changing. So I had one of my girlfriends be like, so like, I don't know, a lot of people have been like saying this, and like, I thought it would be like whatever, like, in like the vein of a sleepover. And I was like, oh, I just think we'd be really like good friends, like knowing that I wasn't going to say anything, but I was like, we're just really good friends. I don't want to ruin that. Like, why?
Oh my gosh. It was so good. It's so relatable too, especially the truth or dare as well. And you're like, oh my God, like Bobby's calling on the phone. It's just so relatable. But I did want to ask you. So I think you just reposted it, your first TikTok that blew up overnight, the CDC pretending you're whatever. Now I want to know, because I'm still waiting for my moment of when I wake up and I'm all of a sudden I've gone viral. So please tell me what that was like when you woke up the next morning. You're like, oh shit, like I'm famous now.
I literally posted it, I want to say at like 1:30 p.m. on like a Friday. So I didn't even think anything of it. I had posted like 6 or 7 TikToks before that, had an aggressive 33 followers. Like they were loving it. I knew every single one of them. And I posted it, and then I just went to the beach. And so I left my phone, went to the beach. I came back. It was like 4 hours later. And then I look at my phone and it was just like all my notifications were on. And I was like, oh my God, I was like, what's happening? And then I go into TikTok and I saw it was like going viral at the moment. And I was just like, oh my God. And I couldn't even like it just kept like popping up. So I had to like figure out how to turn all my notifications off. I was like, this is out of control. This is out of control. And then, but it was like, that was it. It just like happens. And you're like, what? And
we're still waiting for that moment.
We're waiting for that moment.
We're still waiting so hard.
But like, I've been doing comedy for like 5 years, and I put like little things on the internet here and there, but never like to TikTok. And I was like, the CDC video, I was like, this is what goes viral. I was like, I do characters, I do comedy, I do voices, I do like funny stuff. I was like, and this was just like my hot take on like people going back to work.
Right.
I was like, all right, here we go. Let's go.
Isn't that always how it is? Isn't that always how it is?
You work so hard on something and you're like, this is going to kill it. And then.
And then that's what and truly, even to this day, like, I like all the videos I put out, but you don't know which one's going to do better than the other ones. You have no idea. Right. And it's like time and place. It's just like a weird smattering. But when it happens for you guys, it'll just happen. You'll be like, what, how, why, how do we do it again? Okay.
Well, so one of the other videos that I was watching, and this is actually when I realized that I am so susceptible to, media and advertising and everything. So I had watched your video where you were talking about like coming back from a date and you're like, it's like, right? It's like, right? And you're doing all these different like mannerisms and everything and not really saying anything. And so I watched all the way through. And then right after it ended, a friend of mine texted me. And so it replayed again on my computer. And I was on my phone and I was typing her about something that I just watched a different TikTok about, like this girl who is a personal plant shopper in New York City. And I'm like, I'm like, how is that even a job? Like, how are you a personal plant shopper? So I'm typing her because we were going back and forth about it. And I typed to her, it's like not even a real job, right? And then I realized I heard you saying it to me off of my computer as I was typing it. And I'm like, oh my God, I should never have any ads out because I will buy every single thing because it just gets into my brain. And you got into my brain. I literally typed what you were saying, not even realizing that I was hearing it. So now
that's a testament to marketing.
It is. And it's a testament to you too, because apparently you are now stuck in my brain and it's like something, right? It's going to become my new tagline, stolen from you.
I just got a comment on one of my like old videos that someone just like looped back to. And they were like, I just want you to know that you are my brain now. You live rent free in my head. Like,
that's what you're going to do.
And it's so wild because like, I feel like these were like, they're specific, but they're relatable. But like, I didn't realize that there was so many of people like me out there, you know, like that's what I've loved realizing this year is just that like the community of people that are all like-minded and just like have the same kind of opinion and humor. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's what's, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Annie. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to ask, do you get like a lot of haters or anything? Do you get like mean trolls?
You know what? On TikTok, I don't really get a lot of haters. I think because the algorithm's pretty good at giving people what they want versus like what they don't want. But on Instagram, you get some like just like off the cuff DMs. People like have problems with my sexuality. And I'm like, why did you go out of the way to DM me? Like, those things don't rock me like they would other people. But, I'm like, I just like think for a moment. I'm like, wow, this person like had this, they went through their whole day. They saw my video and they went out of their way to leave the video, go to my profile, click on the message, and then just like, and it's usually like one word or like a short phrase. And I'm like, that was probably the highlight of their day, you know?
Yeah,
I'm like, what happened?
That is
But yeah, you do. You get the bad, but there is way more good than bad.
That's awesome.
And you just have to remember that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love TikTok for that. I feel like, you know, it's finally a platform out there that you just, I mean, I don't, when Annie and I do TikToks, I mean, sometimes if we have makeup on, cool, but like other times I'll just be sitting there and there'll be something like I want to lip sync and I'm just like just no makeup on, I don't care, you know? And it's just
that's
great.
what TikTok is. It's just like these organic moments that you're watching of people's life and you're like, oh my God, like this is so, it's just fun to be in the room with somebody or like, oh, they're in their bed too right now. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Mine are like in my bed when I'm actually like scrolling through TikTok. I'm like, wait, I can do this one right now. And I'm like, thank you for being a friend. You know, all those things. But because you come from comedy and improv, well, I know improv is, you know, just a lot of like say yes and like keep going. But what with TikTok, is it just spur of the moment ideas like that? Or do you take some of your comedy bits or how do you create the magic?
So it originally and still kind of was a place for me to just have like that improv outlet, which is just like lights up and you go, you know, that's why I try not to do like edits. Cause there's a lot of like that fast editing of like funny, I'm funny saying. But I was like, let me just do a scene. Cause that's what I was trained for, to like build a whole, like to have a whole moment and just like, so the people can like take this journey with me versus me being like, this is everything I think this person would say that's funny in 1 minute, go, you know? So that's really what it comes from. And then, but it like stems from like a funny idea or like something that happened in my life, or they all have to ring true to me or else like, why am I telling this story? You know,
absolutely.
Like, why am I pretending to be this person? You know, unless it's like absolutely resonated with me and that person's in my life. That's what I try to do first and foremost. And I think that's why I can tell these stories. That's why like I have like, I'm like, oh, that's like what we think is funny, but this is also what I think is funny about that, you know, which is like a little bit more specific, but like also resonates. But yeah, it was just a place for me to just have an outlet. Like I was used to performing on a stage every week. And so now I'm just on TikTok, watching TikToks, getting inspired.
Hundreds of thousands of followers you have.
Now it's the phones.
I know. And now has the dream, I guess what was the ultimate dream? And has the dream since changed because of COVID and this digital platform?
Yeah, the ultimate dream, which has not changed, was always to be a writer and have my own show, whether I'm also starring on it or I'm writing it. And that's what I want to do. I want to be like,
star and write in it.
Yeah.
We'll manifest that now.
Yes. I'm absolutely, I will never say no to that.
Yeah.
But it's the only thing that's changed is that I realize the way to get there can be different. And I don't necessarily like have to be in LA, which is like what I like. Like, I like the fact that like when I come back to LA, I'll be able to leave for 2 months and I can still get stuff done. I can still post videos. I can still write. I can live by a lake or like, you know, I can like do something else versus like feeling trapped in a city. that's the one thing that's changed for the better. And I'm now re-inspired by like my dream is because I'm like, oh, the way to get there is a little bit more fun now than just like serving tables and just being, what can I get for you? Hi. Okay. Thank you. Like me and tip me. Thank you. Goodbye.
It's so true. I don't know if you want to disclose this, but what restaurant? Just because I'm probably familiar.
It was the vegan restaurant in the Valley, Sun Cafe.
Oh, I live in the Valley, but I don't know if I've ever been there.
It's on Ventura by like
I live close to
Vineland.
Ventura. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like kind of near Universal City.
Got it.
You'll drive by it and miss it. It's honestly, I loved working there. Like truly, I'm not even like just saying that because I'm like live right now. I loved working there. And it has this really cute outdoor patio. It's got delicious vegan food. You get celebrities. Like it's great.
Yes. Did Harry Styles ever come though?
No. Oh my God. Could you imagine? I wouldn't be alive to this day. I wouldn't be alive.
Let's talk about this obsession with Harry Styles because I'm obsessed. Like I'm obsessed that you're obsessed.
And you know what? I'm not someone that gets thrown by celebrities or like, you know, I'll find some cute, but like that's it. But for whatever reason, he's like the one. Like I think everyone has their one, you know? He just like can do no wrong, has done no wrong, and like just constantly raises the bar for me. And I'm just like, how am I going to find someone even close to you at this point? Because I can't, there's no way. Like he's too on a pedestal for like me to even think of the reality of us actually being together, you know? Like, so I'm just like, it's gone. I've ruined it. I wasn't going to make a video about it for so long. And then I was like, let me just ruin it for myself forever. So he knows that it can never work.
But like, I don't even know if Harry Styles is on TikTok, probably, right? Or is he?
I don't know. I'm sure he's like secretly everywhere or nowhere. Like that's the allure. Could
you imagine like I would just be #dead if he duetted that video that you made.
No. I would throw my phone and have to get a new one because I just broke it. Like that, there would be no, like it would be a visceral reaction. And I truly put myself in that place and I was like, what would it look like if I actually served him? I was like, what would it look like? And I didn't anticipate crying like to the extent that I cried, but I was just like, no, this is it. Like I would have to go. I'd have to go. I'd be like, and now, cause you know, when you're crying in front of somebody and you realize you're crying and then it's worse and you're like, now I'm embarrassed and now I have to go. But he's amazing. Like,
yes.
Love him to death.
Oh my gosh. Well, you're amazing.
Well, you are. And before we go, because we do have to go, but do you want to like throw a little skit, a little comedy, a little something at us?
Oh, on the spot.
On the spot.
I'll be inspired by Not My Monkeys, Not My Circus.
Okay.
So, listen, the other day I was going to Sharon. She was cooking. She was baking up a storm. And I was just like, listen, you're baking. What's wrong? What's up? She wouldn't tell me, you know, and she said it's something with the family. But you know what? I go, Not My Monkeys, Not My Circus. I'm not worried about it. So I left, you know, and I'm going over tomorrow, but whatever. I don't care.
Bravo. So good. Michael, you are awesome. I could not thank you enough for being a part of our podcast. And, you know, I just can't wait to see you in your show and you're writing it. And I'll be in the part of the live audience being like, I remember that one time he was on the podcast.
And we'll like geek out so hardcore when we see you famous. And we'll be like, we knew him when.
No, but
thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun. Thank you.
No, of course. And if you're ever back in LA, let's grab coffee or something.
Oh my God. I will let you know. 2021. Please. I'll be back.
2021. I love it. Okay. Thank you, love. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Bye.
Was it everything you thought it was going to be?
It was everything I thought it was going to be more. Like I'm even more obsessed with him. And now I low key just like made like a like little coffee date with us. Oh my God.
You totally like planned a little date there.
I know. I was just like, hey, if you're ever in LA, like, let's hang. No, but I honestly, I love supporting people that do comedy. And if the stages ever open up again, that would be a really fun show to go see. But, so I know in the beginning of the podcast, I was talking about kind of being on this healthy track, but,
right.
Maybe I can hit the pause button for 2 seconds on that because you and I have to do Annie and Megan Try. What are we doing this week, girl?
This week, so last time we did, we had to put together a quick gift for each other.
Oh, yeah.
In I think it was like 10 seconds.
It was
so
ridiculous.
Yeah. So today we are going to race through and decorate a cookie. So we have like our little plain cookies that we have to decorate. And we have, you know, we could bring in like whatever little supplies we wanted to like decorate and get them all prettied up. And we have a limited period of time in which to decorate our cookies. So
are you ready? Wait, hang on. Let me preference though.
Okay.
I've already had an issue.
Can I see your cookie? I need to see your cookie.
Okay, so it's a chocolate chip, vegan, gluten-free cookie here, but I almost had the fire department.
Oh.
Garrett almost had to come home from work to put out the fire in the kitchen because I put this in the toaster oven because I wasn't going to warm up my entire freaking oven just for this one cookie. So I put it in the like little toaster oven thing, and I let it go. I don't think you told me that it was in the toaster oven when you sent me when you told me like I almost burned my house down. It was in the toaster oven.
Well, that's part of the problem.
Well, not this kind of toaster, it's like an oven, but it's the toaster oven.
I know what a toaster oven is. I still have never baked a No, I know what a toaster oven is.
I didn't plop it in there like a fucking bagel. Could you imagine? That would be such a blonde moment. But still, I almost did burn my kitchen down because I left it unattended for like 3 minutes and I walked back in and there is like smoke everywhere. I had to open up my slider and the window. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. So this cookie's been through it.
Okay.
This cookie's been through it.
All right.
But okay, so what are we doing? A minute on the clock?
Let's do a minute on the clock. But don't worry if you're listening. We're not going to make you sit and like listen to us decorate a cookie for a minute. We are going to speed this part up. So it'll be mere seconds. For us, we will get 1 minute on the clock. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Ready?
Yes.
All right, go.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that's it. That's time. Oh. That's time. Okay.
All right.
Oh my God. I should have brought a napkin. My hands are all sticky.
Yeah, just lick your fingers. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Do you want to show them?
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Set.
Go. Well, okay, first of all, how did you fucking do that in a minute?
Well, I had extra time. I made a second one too.
You made 2 in 1 minute and this is the best I could do? What is wrong with me?
Do you see what my second one is doing? It's winking at you because no, I'm full of shit.
Oh,
this is the one. This is the one I just did.
Oh,
I was like, I was pretending to work.
Oh my God! I was ashamed of myself. I was like, here I was like, bitch, get ready for this. This is Fred the Snowman, and then you have that. And I was like, shh. Oh my God.
I'm like the master.
You're the master. You're the master of disguise. I
I'm
was just going to give him
cheater.
But like, look at, I even did put a little marshmallow for his head and his little
see the
eyes.
little marshmallow head.
Yeah.
Now I'm eating a cookie.
I don't know. It tastes glorious to me. I haven't had sugar in like 5 days.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine how good that tasted. This is really high quality for our listening viewers right now.
This is the ASMR stuff.
Oh, do it again. Do it again.
Wait, that means I have to take another bite.
And then talk in your weird voice.
You hear it?
Not really.
Anyways, I wash it down.
Just do your weird voice now. Your ASMR, ASM, whatever it's called.
ASMR cookies.
I don't know why I'm so drawn to that. Whenever you do it, I have to like I'm like, oh, she's doing it again. I have to listen.
Oh my God, that was fun though.
That was fun.
I feel bad I ate half of him though. Now he's
I mean, come on.
Now he's, oh God, hang on. He's half of snowman now.
Can we just look at my skill though?
You didn't do that in a minute, bitch.
I didn't do it in a minute, but I did it all by myself. Not in a minute.
Wait, can I see your minute one though again?
Oh, I ate part of it. Oh, I was just pretending to be like I was working. It's not. I wasn't even making an attempt.
You always
at
got
anything.
something up your sleeve
I
there.
do.
You
Well, you know what?
goose.
You taught me.
Goose.
You started it with the whole hot dog eating contest last 4th of July. So this all started from you with the cheating.
That's true. That's true. I did cheat real hard on that one. I got the mini hot dogs.
So this is all payback. Karma's a bitch, man.
I still won't eat hot dogs because of that damn video.
Oh
we
my
did.
God, right?
All right, Queen.
All
Well,
right.
this was fun. This was great. I'm really excited to just listen to this back, even though I was present during it. But it's always fun to listen back to it.
It is because we're fucking funny.
We're fucking funny. We're funny and we're
entertaining.
hot.
And we're hot. What's your trauma?
What's your trauma?
What's your trauma?
What's your trauma?
Go
What
watch
happened to
that
you?
video. It's so funny.
That's a real funny one. Yeah, make sure you go to follow D. Michael Burke on TikTok and Instagram. Hilarious. You won't regret it. And until next week, we'll see you then, guys.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Two blondes walked into a bar.